You're probably familiar with FOMO. That's short for fear of missing out. It's that feeling you get when it seems everyone is doing something else better than what you're doing now. But there is another foe that you need to know about, and it's far more dangerous. And it's called FOBO, and it's short for fear of a better option. We live in a world of overwhelming choice. Even decisions that used to be simple, like choosing a hotel or making everyday purchases, are now fraught with over-analysis. Technology has only made the issue more pronounced. Like if you want to buy a pair of white shoelaces online, you have to sort through hundreds and thousands of items and read through hundreds of reviews, and that's an astounding amount of information to process for just two pieces of string that cost less than your morning coffee. Chances are, as you have experienced FOBO when you have struggled to choose just from a group of perfectly acceptable outcomes, it's a symptom of culture which sees value in collecting and preserving as many options as possible. You might wonder why is this also bad? It seems counterintuitive, like shouldn't be a privilege to have so many good options to choose from? But the problem is FOBO induces such severe analysis paralysis that it can negatively impact both your personal and professional life. When you can't make decisions with conviction, you waste precious time and energy. Luckily, there is a way to overcome FOBO, and here's the secret. With any decision you make, you first have to determine the stakes, as this will inform your decision making strategy. When it comes down to it, you really face three types of decisions in life: high stakes, low stakes, and no stakes. Let's start with the no stakes decisions. These are the few minor details of life where there is almost never an incorrect answer. And in a few hours, you won't even remember making the decision. A good example of this is choosing what to watch on TV. With thousands of shows, it's easy to get overwhelmed, yet, no matter what you pick, the consequences are basically non existent. So, spending more than a few minutes, a few moments on FOBO is a massive waste of time and energy. You just need to move on. That brings us to the low stakes decisions. These have consequences, but none are earth shattering, and there are plenty of acceptable outcomes. Many routine things at work, like purchasing a printer or booking a hotel or selecting an offsite, uh, are classically low stakes in nature. So thinking is required, but these aren't like make or break deliberations, and you will probably forget about them in a few weeks. Here, you can absolutely outsource the decision making, probably to a person. Set some basic criteria, select someone to present recommendation, and then take their advice. Make sure to avoid the temptation to canvas. Your goal is to clear your plate, not to kick the can down the road. Now that you tackled the low stakes and no stakes decisions, you have created the space and time that you need to handle high stake decisions. These are the things, like which house should I buy or which job should I accept. Since the stakes are high and there are long term implications, you absolutely want to get it right. And there is nothing wrong with that. Before we get to work, let's establish a few basic principles to guide you through the process. First, think about what really matters to you and set your criteria accordingly. Second, gather the relevant facts. Make sure you collect data about all the options so you can be confident that you're truly making an informed decision. And third, remember the FOBO by nature comes when you struggle to choose to choose just one from a group of perfectly acceptable options. So no matter what you choose, you can rest assured that the downside is going to be limited. Now that you have established some ground rules, the process can begin. Start by identifying a front runner based on your intuition. Each of your options head to head with the front runner one by one. Each time, choose the better of the two based on the criteria and discard the other one. Here's the trick to avoiding FOBO. When you eliminate an option, it's gone forever. If you keep returning to the discarded options, you risk getting stuck. Now, repeat this process until you get down to a final choice. If you follow this system, you will usually end up with a decision of your own. On the rare occasion when you get stuck, you will outsource the final decision to a small group of qualified people you trust and who are equipped to provide you with guidance on this particular topic. Engage a group of five or less, ideally an odd number of people, so that you can build a tiebreaker. Now that you have made your choice, one last challenge remains. You have to commit. I can't promise you that you will ever truly know if you have made the perfect decision, but I can tell you this. A significant percentage of people in the world will never have to worry about FOMO. Unlike the billions of people who have few options, if any due to war, poverty, or illness, you have plentiful opportunities to live decisively. You may not get everything you want, but the mere fact you get to decide is powerful. In fact, it's a gift. So make the most of it. Thank you.